Hello and welcome to Sant Andrew Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. This is online lecture series. I'm Rohit Raj from Civil Engineering Department. We are discussing geomatics and aerial surveying that is included in your fourth semester course. This is fifth lecture of this series, and today we'll continue from our previous lecture in which we have seen few numericals based on strength of figures. So let's start from where we have left. In previous question, we have seen how to find this d minus c divided by d. But in that question, if you can remember or recall, that it has been given that all these stations, that each station, all these stations have been occupied and all the lines have been observed in both directions. But now we'll see an example in which we'll have to look for whether the stations have been occupied or not and whether the lines have been observed in both direction or not. So let's see with four different examples here in this question and we'll find out this terms. Okay, D here I will find in a similar way. How we are finding D in all of them, we'll count number of lines, then subtract 1 from them, and then we'll multiply with 2. Okay. In similar fashion, we'll find D here also. Now, the importance of finding D is to find R after finding this whole term. Okay. So for that, we'll find C first, and for that, we'll have to find the number of stations total and number of stations occupied. Second thing, we'll find number of lines and number of lines observed in both directions. So first, let's see this A. Okay, here, how many total stations are there? You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So S is equals to 7. Now, we'll look for how many stations have been occupied, means from where we have observed. Okay, so here, yes, it has been occupied because we have observed here and here using this station. Okay, from this station we have observed these. Okay, so here in this station has been occupied, this station already occupied, this also, because from there these are shown that the all stations have been occupied. Similarly, this station also have been occupied, this two, this two. One station that has not been occupied is this, because there is no arrows pointing away from this station, that shows that there is no observation taken from this point. Okay, so this is the only station that has not been occupied. So we'll find we got as dash as total stations except one, that is this station that has not been occupied. Okay, now this station has not been occupied. So S is equals to 7 and S dash is equals to 6. Now similarly we'll count the number of lines: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now we'll count how many lines are observed in both direction. This one that has been observed in both direction, this also, this also, this also, this also, this also, this also, this two, this two. But except these two, every line has been observed in both directions. So now uh, we have seen, okay, what is n and what is n dash. We'll see. Okay, so in first figure, total number of lines we have seen that is 11, and among them only two have been observed in only one direction, that is these two lines have been observed in only one direction, others have been observed in both directions. Okay, we have seen through two station, okay, from here, okay, or from here for this line. Okay, so except these two lines, each line have been observed in both directions, so that will be 9. Okay, and dash is equals to 9 because number of lines observed in both direction, that will be 9 except 2. Okay, we have counted the total number of station, that is 7, and all stations have been occupied except one, so as dash will be 7 minus 1, that is 6. Now we can easily find C, that is n dash minus s dash plus 1 plus n minus 2s plus 3. Okay, now n dash is 9, s dash is 6, we'll add 1 as that is in an equation. Okay, plus n, that is 11, minus 2s, that is 7, we'll put here, plus 3, that is equation, we'll get 4. Okay, now we have value of C as 4. So we'll find D. How we are going to find that? D. So D will be total number of direction observed excluding the known side, and that will be 2 times n dash minus 1, okay, plus number of lines observed in one direction. Okay, so D will be total number of lines observed in both directions except the known one. Suppose one is known, that is our baseline. So 2 times total number of lines observed in both direction minus 1 plus lines that have been observed in one direction only, that is these two. Okay, so D will be 2 into 9 minus 1, and as that is number of line observed in both direction, that will become 16 plus number of lines observed in one direction only. What will that? Only 2, because of 11 lines total, only 2 lines has been observed in single direction, rest are observed in both directions. So that is 9, and in say a single observed directions 2. So this will become 18. Now we can find easily D minus C divided by D, that is 18 minus 4 divided by 18, that will become 0.78. So for this question, it is important to observe n, n dash, s, and s dash. Uh, once we have the values of n dash and s dash, okay, we are comfortable with these. Okay, if we are able to find that whether all the station have been occupied or not, or how many stations have been occupied among the total station, so then we will be able to find s and s dash. Similarly, we'll be easily we observe will be getting these values, that how many lines have been observed in both direction, thus by seeing the arrows to the lines clearly resembles that it has been observed in these directions, and this arrows shows that it has been observed in this direction also. So this line has been observed in both direction. Similarly, these lines also, this line also, this line also, this line also, this, this, this. Okay, here you can see that this line has not been observed in both direction. Others all have been observed in both direction. Okay, now for stations, we can see here from this station measurements are there. Okay, we have seen. So this station has been occupied. Similarly, this station also has been occupied. Here also, here also. Okay, you can clearly see from this station also there have been measurements. But from this station only we have observations in on along these lines only, but for, other two lines have been left from this station. Here you can also observe this line also and this line also. So this station has been occupied, but these two lines has been observed only in one direction. Okay, so keep this in mind. So every station has been occupied. So total number of station is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, means we have 4 stations, 2 station and 1 extra station here. So 7 station and all of them have been occupied. You can see here. Okay, 7 stations and all of them have been occupied. But here we can count the number of lines. Okay, the number of lines. How many lines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 for this. 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, out of 13 lines, how many are observed in one direction only? Only these two. Okay, so rest 11 have been observed in both directions. So ANDAS will be 11 and N will be 13. Okay, now it's quite clear that N will be 13 and ANDAS will be 11 because out of 13 lines, only 2 lines, that is this line and this line, have been observed in only one direction. Rest others have been observed in both direction. Okay, so now we have N, ANDAS, S dash. So we can find out the value of C. What is that? That is this equation. C is equals to C is equals to C is equals to N dash minus S dash. Okay, C is equals to N dash minus C is equals to N dash minus S dash plus 1 plus N minus 2S plus 3. Okay, so here we'll find N dash minus S dash plus 1 plus N minus 2 N dash 2 N minus 2S plus 3. That will 11 minus 7 plus 1 plus 13 minus 2 into 7 value of S plus 3. This will become 7. That, this equation is same that we have been using all questions. Okay, same equation, that is this equation here. Same equation everywhere we are using, and we are just putting the values. Okay, substituting the values of N dash, S dash, and S in the equation. So we'll get 7 here. Now we'll find D. So what will be D here? D will be 2 times of number of lines observed in both direction minus 1, because one line is known. Okay, baseline, plus number of lines observed in single one direction. Okay, so that will be 2 times 11 minus 1 plus 2. Okay, this will become 22. Now we are able to find D minus C divided by D, that is 22 minus 7 divided by 22. This will become 0.68. Okay, similarly, third example, we'll see the same question. We have to find whether these stations, all stations have been occupied or not. So we'll see one by one. First station, yes, it has been occupied. Second, third, fourth, all, because readings from these stations, you can clearly see that yes, one has occupied this station to get these readings. Okay, these observations. Here also they have been, okay, here also. means all stations have been occupied. And now how many stations are there in total? So we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1, 7. So all of them have been occupied. So there will be S is equals to 7, and similarly S dash is equals to 7 because all stations have been occupied. Now we'll count the number of lines. How many lines are there? So first we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 for this side and 7, 8, 9, okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, now we'll see that how many lines have been observed in one direction only. You can clearly see this line and this line. Okay, so both questions are identical except here these two lines have not been observed in both direction, that is they have been observed only in one direction, but here these two lines have been observed in one direction, but the value will remain same as previous one. Okay, that is n is equals to 13 and s is equals to 11, s is equals to 7, s is equals to 7. So we'll again get the same values. Okay, let's come to the last part. Okay, what is that? This figure. Here you can see station, this station has been occupied, this two, this also, here also, here also, here also, and here also. So all stations have been occupied. How many stations are there? You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so how many stations? 10, and each of them have been occupied. Now, how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, first count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 extra, that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so we'll count the number of lines. Okay, this is, we'll see number of lines, that is 19. We'll see once again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. Okay. Now how many of them have been observed in one direction only? Okay. So this is classic case where we can get confused. Okay, in our opinion, how many lines are there that have been observed in one direction only? Here you can find that, okay, this line have been observed in one direction only. Now any other? These all have been observed in two directions, two directions, two direction, 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 two direction. But what about this? Is it observed in both directions or single direction? Yes, it has been observed in only one direction. So what will be the number of lines that have been observed in? So we'll get n is equals to 19 and n dash, here it is written 19, but it will be 17. Okay, and s is 10 and s dash will be 10 also because all of them have been occupied. Here you will put 17. Okay, don't write 19 here, mistake. It will be 17 over here and the value will change. What will this? This will be 10 because we will subtract 2 from here. So this will be 10 and we'll be calculating from this 17. This will become 32. Okay, so 10 and 32 divided by 32. Value will change here. Okay, so till now we have seen how to calculate n and n dash, s and s dash, and now we also know that how we'll calculate the values of these terms. Okay, these, this del A, del B and del square A, del square B, del A, del B using the table, that's this table. here you can see from this table. Okay, these values we can find out using this table. So now we are comfortable in finding out the strength of figure for any geometry. Okay, so we'll proceed. Okay, we'll find out the other steps involved during triangulation. Okay, now what are the different steps that will follow during triangulation? Okay, first one is field work and second is computation. Means we'll take records in the field and then we'll analyze them in our office. Okay, so field work includes recognitions, okay, erection of signal, measurement of baseline, measurement of horizontal angles, measurement of vertical angles, and also last one is astronomical observation. Now computation, adjustment of angles, computation of sides, computation of latitude, departure and azimuths, computation of independent coordinates. So these steps will follow during a triangulation survey. So we'll see each of them one by one. First of all, fieldwork includes reconnaissance. Second is erection of signal and towers. Third is measurement of baseline. Fourth is measurement of horizontal angles. Fifth, vertical angles. And last part is astronomical observations. Okay, so we'll see first reconnaissance. Okay, this one is examination of terrain to be surveyed. We'll see first that area, that region that has to be surveyed. Okay, and selection of suitable sites for the measurement of baseline. Okay, we are not going to measure any random line and mark that as a baseline. We'll choose according to our suitability, our comfort level, that okay, for a triangle this line is our baseline. For a triangle, this line is our baseline. How are we going to choose? We'll select, okay, according to our comfort that this line, okay, this line is easy for measurements. Okay, so this will select as our baseline, and other lines we don't need not to measure because we'll calculate using the trigonometric relations. Okay, with the help of azimuths. Selection of suitable position for triangulation stations. Yes, why we need to select the suitable position of stations, because if we are not having the station at suitable positions, then we will not be able to bisect the stations, okay, properly. Okay, if the stations are not intervisible, or suppose if there is some uh, irregularity in the signals, then there may be problem, because we need to calculate the angles of the station, so that the will find out their length using the trigonometric relations. Okay, so that's why the intervisibility should be there, and therefore we need to select a suitable position for triangulation stations. Okay, now, collection of miscellaneous information. And what other things we need? Access to various triangulation stations. Yes, we we are not supposed to fix triangulation stations to inaccessible points or regions. Okay, there should be transport facilities, availability of food, water, etc. Why do we need food, water? Because the workers, the laborers, their workings need their survival. Okay, for that we need food and water there. Availability of labors, camping ground. Okay, there should be a provision where there should be campaigns. Okay, so these are the basics of recognizance of triangulation. Okay, we'll continue from here in our coming lecture. Okay, till now, thank you for listening. Feel free to ask any doubt. You can see this is my contact number. You can text, WhatsApp, or you can just email on this mail ID. Okay, thank you.